just start recording this. Oh yeah, shit. You guys are okay with me recording this, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect. Yeah.
Thank you for letting us know.
Perfect. I do have
Yeah,
a
and
presentation as well, if that's okay.
Oh, cool.
awesome. Yeah.
And I do want to see if I can try and get my camera up as well. I don't know if that'll work or not. Don't know why it's not.
Okay. Yeah. However you want to go about this, no expectations or pressure from us. We're just here to hear about why you're excited for this idea.
Yeah, this is a before we even get into it, this is a humongous idea. This has been pushed for 12 years and coming from that long. It's gonna have a lot of history and a lot of passion for me.
Yeah.
Share, perfect. There we go. Don't know if I can get my camera on. Try
Okay,
again.
cool.
Let me check.
So for your camera, next to the little camera icon, there's a little up arrow. That'll let you quick select like what camera it's using.
Ooh, perfect.
And so sometimes it might then also do a little pop-up that your browser has to give it permission to access your camera.
All right, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the only other thing is if for any reason you have your camera open in something else, sometimes certain cameras and programs won't let them work in two at the same time. So
Yeah, got you there. Got you there. Let me just fix this out. Apologies for the wait.
no
Okay.
problem.
And yeah, you get to enjoy this funny bit of art before we start. You'll also probably get it's worth the wait. Trust me. For the try again. I did this all yesterday as well. Close any other apps. Right, Discord's closed. This is closed. I swear if this is.
Oh, the camera's okay. Yeah, it might be on in
Yeah, it's probably
very
on.
few types of programs that would be
Yeah, that'll
eating
be
up your
Opera
camera.
GX. Yep, that'll be Opera GX doing it. Not Opera GX.
Oh.
OBS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you've got OBS up, then yeah, that definitely would be that.
Yes.
Well, no, I mean you can disable it in OBS.
Where did it even have it up in the last time? Oh god, there we go. There we go. And dismiss. Yes, please. There we go. Let's try this one more time. Try again.
Fingers crossed.
Please, please. Oh yeah. Also coming all the way from Scotland as well. That's a. Don't know if there's anyone else from Scotland in the death battle community, but hey, actually.
I'm sure there's a few.
There is Mal. There is Mal. I know that much.
Yeah.
We got a few.
Yeah. Come on, please.
It's not working.
Close and reopen my because I've got a Nemesis costume right now, dude. I'm wearing like a
Oh
Nemesis,
no!
No, really?
I'm wearing a Nemesis costume and a suit as well, and merchandise underneath it all, man. This is like 7 layers right now.
Oh no!
You know what? We can just ball with it. To be fair, we can just ball with it, and I can just. You will see the T-shirt at the end, anyways.
I'd say you better send a photo.
Oh yeah, the
at
photo's
least,
in
or
anyways.
something. Like,
Might as well say this now. With the presentation you have here, after we're done here, you can send this presentation to an email that's about to pop up in chat. If you also want to send a photo of your outfit, that would be great. Then we could see that too.
Hell yeah, perfect. You know what? We may as well just get kicked into it. Gonna take a couple of shots quickly, and all right.
you say you're taking shots?
Yeah, I'm taking. Oh fucking hell!
God.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, hold
All right.
on. I'll be right back.
Yes! Oh my god, that's awesome. Please.
What are you doing?
I think he's getting shots as well.
Wait, do you just? Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I also have a cake. Shit, I have a cake for this too.
What is happening?
Okay, this is the best way to describe it is passion. This is
okay.
passion.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. It's also my birthday. Hey.
Wow. Okay.
So this is like
happy birthday.
Yeah, all right. Well, happy birthday.
Hell yeah.
And here I got some.
Oh my god.
Grab a shot glass and I got some Teeling single batch. It's Irish whiskey.
Hell, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. Oh my god, this is. Dude, this is awesome. All right.
All right. Happy birthday. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Oh, pretend.
All right, let's get straight into this. We're probably a bit over schedule, but you know what? We can get us out. All right.
Let's get into it.
All right. So without further ado, let's go and introduce the matchup with me, your host, Ukes. I've had a petition for this matchup come up in chat several times. It's had over 80 signatures, and even more people want to see it. 12 years in a row, I've been pushing this matchup constantly. I have been passionate about it. Built it from the ground up. Also, everyone who's been mentioned here, major supporters. I also had a cake for this. I've had two, actually. But let's go into the next point, which is a quote from the father of all zombies, George Romero. I'm like my zombies. I won't stay dead. And just like just like these two combatants are gonna show up, they cannot die for the life of them, even if they don't have life. Which, without further ado, we will get into the matchup of. If it shows up, Nemesis, the star-slaughtering savage from Resident Evil, versus Magician, the AMS massacring masterpiece. House of the Dead versus Resident Evil. This came up in Battle Banner not long ago. This has been my dream matchup, most wanted for 12 years in a row, as said before. I think without further ado, we just get straight into it. So first of all, why this matchup? Why this matchup over any other one to come up in this, anything? Well, horror horror in general has to come into Death Battle multiple more times than we see in the likes of, well, anything else with the show. Resident Evil's been dire to come back since Season 5 with Leon versus Frank. And rather than a survivor, we should go for what Resident Evil's more known for, which be the likes of, the monsters and the big boy himself, Nemesis. Then you think, okay, we got Nemesis, but what about his other character, Magician? What's he all about? Frankly, if you know Nemesis, you know Magician. Do you guys know about House of the Dead at all?
Yes. We played a bunch of it in arcades and stuff growing up, but I've never thought about the lore. Really, or
of House of the Dead, I'm not as familiar with that.
Yeah, or of like putting a character into a death battle. So I'm really interested.
Yeah. Oh well, I will say before I even talk about the character, this is an easy death battle to do right away. Resources, voice actors, everything. You'll see later on what I mean by that. But House of the Dead, basically, their lore is like Resident Evil. Very coincidentally, both came out in the same year, 1996. The sequel's 1998. The exact same story. You go to a mansion overrun by creatures and zombies. You go ahead and shoot them all away. You end up going to the underground research lab that's super futuristic. The main villain, Wesker and Kyrian, get killed by their masterpieces, which is also Magician at that point. They're both also their most popular characters, like monsters from their franchises. Nemesis is Nemesis. Come on. Generally, it's also just the fact they're both there. Well, outside of being the powerhouse monsters bioengineered to be quote-unquote perfect weapons, they're also just one hatred toward that special ops group, which is STARS and AMS. I mean, come on, Nemesis screams STARS, and every time Magician shows up, he wants that AMS group dead. Funnily enough, this is also mostly a homage to the father of all zombies, George Romero. House of the Dead and Resident Evil has had a long legacy with each other, being what revolutionized the zombie genre in general, which is a humongous thing. That's like the modern virus growth thing. It all starts a lab, everyone starts freaking out about it, outbreak, that sort of stuff. Yeah, so without further ado, let's just go into, let's get the easy character out of the way. Let's go over, I'm not on the side right now. Let's go over, basically this is the theme of it. They just can't die at all. The groups keep killing them over and over, and they just keep showing back up. There's no putting them down without any extra bizarre means. So let's go over Nemesis from Resident Evil first. Little gif I did myself. So Nemesis, the T-type tyrant, he was made by Umbrella as a weapon of war, programmed to eliminate stars. He's one of the franchise's most iconic bioweapons. You kind of know what you're getting into with him. He's very simple to do, but he's just hell yeah. It's like hot dogging a skateboard, kind of like just awesomeness. He has a minigun, flamethrower. He's got rocket launchers, infinite ammo, tentacles, the T-virus, which is his most potent thing he has, and several mutations. A lot of things with Nemesis matchups, they can't put in his mutations to the best of his ability. It feels a bit rushed or it feels a bit out of size. Magician can very much just show that and make it flow nicely into a nice fight, which we'll get into later on. And there's way more to go over with Nemesis, but he's the simple character. I think we're better to talk about the big elephant in the room, which is none other than Magician from House of the Dead. You know what House of the Dead is by now, the arcade granddaddy of railgun shooters, revolutionised that, home console verse, it's in everything. It also has, we'll get into that later on, but Magician is one of the main bad guys from House of the Dead. He's made to be a weapon to annihilate all life on Earth by DBR, basically Umbrella. They are basically Umbrella, just don't go away. He was programmed to eliminate AMS, and resurrect everything back to the undead. He's the most character creature in the franchise, and he's got stuff like pyrokinesis, flight, levitation, laser projectiles, barriers, telekinesis, his own virus, the DBR virus, and control over the undead as well. Pandora's box, which is his biggest crux, and could be a cool setup for the fight, which is just, the two of them fighting over this MacGuffin to try and get stronger, and just mutating further and further. He also is a cocky motherfucker. Having Nemesis sock him in the face would be the coolest thing possible, but also... come on, you look at him, he looks pretty snazzy, but you're going to see later on what he fully looks like in a... You'll see later on about Magician, like what he can possibly do in like a dynamic, but we should question, why should House of the Dead come to Death Battle? Why is this... Well, we all know Resident Evil is going to be always relevant. It's the big Capcom IP. Well, so is House of the Dead for Sega. House of the Dead is Sega's main horror IP. This year we're getting a House of the Dead 2 remake. We're getting the Paul Anderson movie from him, which he also made the Resident Evil films. That is massive. There's still main games being made, House of the Dead 6, 7 and 8 by Takeshi Oda. Funny enough name to someone else like naming it that. It's also one of Sega's best-selling original IPs, literally right behind Virtua Fighter. That is humongous for the amount of stuff of that. And also, as said before, George Romero proceeds to credit the fight. Now, the fight credits the franchise for its creativity, for how it, revolutionizes zombies in general. With how it revolutionized... Oh, Jesus, my mic was really quiet the entire time. Damn.
Oh, it's been sounding great to us.
Yeah,
okay, perfect. Right. So I think we should get right down to the nitty-gritty stuff. You're here for the fight. You're here to see two monsters clash it out, just absolutely batter the hell out of each other, just fling whatever they can to kill the other one. For better or worse, they can't die by physical means. They need to use their viruses to kill each other. They need to go right into a biology fight. Who's got the superior, who makes the other one more superior? Mm-hmm. What's more potent, the DBR virus, which can control the dead from resurrection and by seconds, or the T virus, which has the parasites? You get into a really nifty debate with that. It's also Nemesis. They also go bar for like stats and everything. I don't even know who wins. Probably a Magician by this point, but I think we show you a little introduction, if this loads up, a little trailer.
Okay.
Just to hype you up. Very brief, but that just gets you hyped up for what's to come. So let's get into the art. This matchup has a lot of art that I have commissioned. I may have a spending problem.
Okay.
Alright, nope, we've already seen it. Alright, so basically, you have like some little nods and jabs to House of the Dead's POV shots. You know how you're in the railgun shirt, you have the health bar at the top, you have your ammunition. You can do a little funny thing like that for Nemesis. Also, Nemesis has the movie, like, how he scans things around him. You can do that in games and movies. Yeah, you can reference that as well. Double whammy. Boom, another bit of art. Magician, while he is a zoner when it comes to, like, if we talk fighting games, he's like a zoner. He'll fling projectiles and spam the hell out of them as a boss, but he is no stranger to rushing in, absolutely battering the hell out of the player at like a swift, cheap shot. He's a dirty fighter. And Nemesis obviously has projectiles. He can just shoot the hell of him, Magician, out of the air. Also, mid-fight, Nemesis fighting off a bunch of zombies that Magician can just call to his side. Just seeing them get ripped apart would be awesome. There's also stuff like this, where I have just a general setup. Nemesis, Magician finally breaks through that limiter from Nemesis. So Nemesis just kind of grows out of control from his mutations. Falling into the ground, it gets chaotic. You know how Cole versus Alex, you have like Alex go more and more into his like mutations and like evolution? Mm-hmm. Yeah, imagine that. But as with Nemesis, he just keeps getting stronger and stronger. Magician has to try and keep up. Which Pandora's box, which lets him get stronger, adapt to what previously killed him, summon clones of himself. Yeah, that's what that lets him do. So you have them both mutating, basically going bar for bar again. We have stuff like this, which is an awesome piece of art. Just generally, it's... For how they act differently from each other, it helps benefit each other's just fighting styles. It's not a clash of between, oh yeah, Sure, this guy can fling projectiles, but this guy prefers fighting up close. Nemesis is means to get Magician up close. Nemesis and Magician has ways to keep Nemesis afar. Both have just perfect ways to keep countering each other bit by bit. But there's also stuff like, the final form Nemesis state, and Magician, how could he clash with that? I mean, literally, can send out sky lasers to try and, funny enough, a little bit of irony there. What killed Nemesis in the first place? A giant fuck-off laser. What does Magician have? Giant fuck-off lasers. That's kind of like one of the main points as well for how he wins the fight in general. But there was a blog for that as well, up for interest to read, and several scripts. There was also a track by Therwolf that I also commissioned. I need to stop doing this.
All right.
We'll just get into like.
Oh, that's the end. I was trying to rave my camera, it didn't work.
Nah, that's fine, man. That's fine, honestly.
Anyway.
Alright.
Yeah, you also, funny enough, Magician's shown up in the show several fucking times. House of the Dead came in the show several times without even realising. Which we're going to get, so you had, Neo Metal Sonic in Season 1, you used Magician's theme for his introduction. You had Sega Sanshiro, the House of the Dead commercial came up there. There's also a third surprise, actually. Merchandise, boom. So you can see the t-shirt there, customized. I also have the hat. I also have shoes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there you go. I have 2 cakes. I bought a real legally registered star because, hey, stars. Also,
I have a star, by the way. My uncle bought one for me when I was a little kid, so I also have a star. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Hell yeah! I mean,
is it named Nemesis versus Magician?
Yes, yes. I named it after the slow. Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
All
okay.
right.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
You can take a look at the side as well. You have art commissions, several thumbnails pushed since that time, a signed postcard from Chris Okawa, the voice actor of Magician, and a message from Chris Okawa himself. You've talked to the guy, you've been with the guy. He voiced Atom back in Season 10 against Ant-Man. Unfortunately, Atom passed away to a bunch of ants being inside of him, but Chris Okawa has not, as we have a personalised message to get Magician on the show from Chris Okawa himself.
What?
This is crazy.
He would gladly, at any a second's notice, if you do the matchup, he would gladly just do Magician. He would gladly voice Magician again. And it's his favorite role from what he's done. From most of his, he's oddly been in a lot of things. He would love to just come back and just voice Magician. I mean, listen, when it comes to this matchup, you can do any art style, sprites, 2D, 3D, creativity. It's right there. Potential.
I feel like it has to be 3D.
Yeah, you can
I know we could do it in any medium, but I feel like it would have to be 3D.
It would have to be 3D, yeah. There's also a lot of open media of you can do the retro polygon sort of models for them both because they're both public. You can both just easily get that. So imagine the retro Nemesis. Imagine the retro Nemesis model. Oh yeah. This is kind of okay. I don't know why this is still in here. This is okay. That was more so meant to be that Nemesis would probably kick Magician's ass if people thought about it, but no, Magician would kick Nemesis's ass in a very surprising turn.
Okay.
But yeah, going back to the models and stuff, Nemesis has the polygon state, polygon models. Magician has the polygon models. You can go for a retro kind of vibe and pop it into the remake models. They're all open. The second remake's coming out with a brand new, mutated version of Magician.
Yeah, there are plenty of games we could pull from. For me, my question regarding the fight is the camera on rails the whole time?
Ooh, that would be. Oh,
is it
on rails the whole time?
Shot?
I mean,
not the whole time. Go ahead. No, I hear you. Go.
I mean, yeah, if a good chunk of the fight, it could be if you want. I mean, again, creativity. I mean, I'll see if I can go back to that slide.
I think that would be a fun challenge to be like.
It really would.
Yeah, this. Yeah, it's on rails. It's Nemesis POV right here.
We are the perspective of
Nemesis.
you know, stars.
And
or
you're
whatever,
watching them
agent,
fight.
like watching them fight.
Yeah, that
And
would be
then,
awesome.
you
Yeah,
know,
because I mean, hey,
have jump
like-
scares or whatever as they burst through things.
yeah,
That's really
that
cool.
would
I
be
think that'd
sick
be
as hell.
fun.
Yeah, I think honestly.
Yeah, and there's like a moment where you don't see where they are, but you hear it, and then one of them gets slammed into the camera. You know?
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
dude.
sick. Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's like parts in like both games where like it goes away from the the POV of like the main like the pro tag trying to survive.
Yeah, it kind of floats
Yeah,
out and then comes back. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, what if it just happens like, oh yeah, they get a game over and it cuts straight to the rest of the fight? You just get absolutely just mutilated or something.
Yeah.
It'd just be awesome. But yeah,
And then we have a classic RE4 QuickTime event.
yeah,
perfect,
yeah, but yeah. You could just mix a bunch of like Resident Evil references and House of the Dead jokes in there. Yeah, like imagine for instance, you get a POV of like the agent or Nemesis, for instance, trying to survive, and it has like the flying like letters from typing off the dead from the fireball.
Dude,
Yes,
I was
yes.
literally about to say we would have to
Yes.
do a typing of the dead reference
Yeah,
if we're gonna
no,
be doing. Yeah,
I've had this joke for. I've been waiting to say a joke for years. So imagine the fireball's coming towards Nemesis, and he's typing away at a few of them. He's able to do it, but he can't type anything else other than stars. He just keeps typing stars, and it hits him. Come on, that's like perfect
Yeah.
writing. That's like a perfect scenario there.
It's so good. Yep, I get the
Does he
vision.
even have, like, can he even type?
I mean, listen.
I mean,
in the
they
game,
can tentacle it with the hand with the one, just like.
I mean,
you know?
yeah, I mean,
Like,
the
he was
program.
just
I mean, if
trying
you
to
get like the
touch it, like,
if he gets like POV
multi
and program,
letters
it just like
on a
does it for
computer.
himself. Yeah, I mean, like the umbrella.
I
would
guess
just-
he's got like a normal hand, right? Like, I
Yeah,
guess he does
yeah,
have
he'll
a
have, like,
normal
yeah,
hand.
but
It's
yeah.
just big. Yeah, he could probably type, and he's just like STARS.
Yes.
No.
No.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Just
All
that's
right,
just-
amazing idea. I love.
Yeah.
First
It's
of
super
all,
fun.
well, first of all, amazing idea. Second of all, very impressive presentation.
Yep.
Thank you.
That was very
I did
fun.
not make any of this in Google Slides except for that one, the merchandise slide. That was a last minute thing. I had to throw it all in.
Sure. Yeah. Love
this
that.
is-
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
again,
like we said at the top, if you want to send that to that email that's in the chat, feel free, and including your cosplay that
Yeah.
you got.
Yeah, I
going
want to
on.
see the
definitely-
photos since your
Yeah.
camera didn't work.
It's very
all good.
crappy. It's very crappy.
That's
It's
fine.
okay.
I
Sometimes
love
that's
it.
the charm. We want to
That
see
makes
it.
me want to see it even more.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is very fun, and it's a fun idea for matchup for sure. I've seen it floating around for a while, for sure.
Yeah.
But not knowing much about Magician myself, I've always been like, maybe we'll do it. I'll need to see if somebody knows anything about this guy.
I mean,
So
honestly,
this
if you're
would definitely be good to learn a lot about Magician.
Yeah.
yeah, the House Dead lore goes wacky. You know how like Resident Evil starts with a
Apparently.
horror sort of thing, the gothic horror, and it turns actiony.
Sure.
Yeah, House of the Dead does the same thing. Literally,
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
And there's also just a bunch of like there's nuclear warheads gonna get set off at like one point, destroy like half the planet. Magician actually takes over half of Italy.
Okay.
Amazing.
He just
all right.
Well, like way over time. This has
we-
been
we
I
so much
apologize.
fun.
I apologize so much for that.
No, no,
All
no,
right,
no, no.
Right.
It's okay.
I also wanted to make sure that you since we had some technical difficulties
Yeah.
at the start, that you had
Yeah,
time
yeah,
to
yeah.
get through this presentation. So,
Yeah.
and we fortunately did not have another call that we needed to get to right away, but we do need to go at this point.
Yeah,
So
I do need to go to bed
thank
as
you
well.
so much for supporting the Kickstarter, for making this presentation fantastic. You killed it. You
Thank
did
you.
great.
Thank you.
And for clearly supporting us for 12 plus years. So
Yeah.
appreciate you
Yeah.
being around the community for so long.
Listen, thank you very much. No, just thank you. There's nothing else I can really say. Not just
Really appreciate everything. So
Thank you. It was great talking to you. This was a lot
Thank
of
you very
fun.
much.
Only
Yeah.
one to ever kick this off with shots, and probably the only one. We're not going to set that precedent to anyone watching. I'm just saying.
I mean, the
No.
shots. I was eating the cake halfway through as well during the animation. I mean, I took another shot and I'm drinking beer at the same time. Yeah, I'm kind of killing it.
amazing. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you
Yep.
very much.
Hope you have a great rest of your birthday.
I will do. All right. Thank you very
All right.
much, guys. All right.
All right. Take care.
Have a
You
good
too,
one.
all right. Have a good
Bye.
one. All right. Catch you after.
Bye.
Ah,